80-20 principle, right? In the sense that 80% of all businesses are basically have the same type of fundamentals that they need to have in place. And then the 20% is the magical piece of that makes you special, that particular, service or offering that you have is special, okay? And number one is you got to understand where you're at with the 80%, because if you're not clear on that, and if there's deficiencies in that, then guess what? It's going to throttle the 20% eventually, or it already is throttling, and it's going to come back and haunt you, right? And so understanding and getting clear on that is really, really important, including your mission, vision, values, purpose, and what's viable, what's valuable. I think that was really important. And then you broke it down in these different things. There's probably a whole book on each of them: strategic plan, unique market, choosing what to do and what not to do, operational plan, the resources that are necessary, and then the financial plan. There's so much here, which they can tell is probably why a lot of businesses fail, right? They said the average business fails within the first 5 years. Then the other ones, they kind of sizzle out because they eventually ran out of gas or steam. So what are the biggest mistakes? First of all, that I get a good summary of that? Let me know. A, and then great. B, what are some of the biggest mistakes that you see those who have scaled? Because we're actually this podcast is focused on those who've already achieved, a million or millions in revenue, right? So they've already achieved some level of success, but they want to scale it all the way, to hundreds of millions to billions in, revenue. So walk us through maybe some of the biggest mistakes, those who have succeeded, and maybe they're the same as those who are just starting too, but that I want to scale.